Don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm James Bigglesworth. My friends call me Biggles.
Alright guys, for those of you that don't know, Biggles was a very famous British series of adventure stories and books written in the 1930s to the 60s by W.E. Johns, centred around the heroic exploits of a World War I fighter pilot, Biggles, and then beyond. Eventually in the mid-80s, spawning a movie of which this game is based on and follows the plot. And the soundtrack title song, in all its glorious 80s cheese, you can hear in the background now, of which you'll hear a nice rendition of in the game. Anyway, the movie itself bears little resemblance to the original books, forcing in a bizarre time-travelling story after the success of the Back to the Future movie, which sees an American TV dinner salesman, Jim, being zapped through time back to 1917 to help save Biggles and destroy a devastating new German sound weapon. A load of old guff for sure, especially this time twin nonsense. Only in the 80s, eh? In fact, it's strangely really enjoyable movie with some excellent battle and air combat scenes. An excellent performance from Alex Hyde White as Biggles, who's perfect for the role. And sadly the last ever film appearance of Peter Cushing. But definitely one of my childhood guilty pleasures. But I'm not sure how many of you would have seen the film. Anyway, I bought this game on budget for the Amstrad, which you can see the box art for here. Which strangely makes no reference to the movie, just looks like a straightforward game based on the books. But anyway, let's get this started up. So Biggles the game is essentially split into two different sections. We're looking at the first section here, the time warp section, and this is split into basically 3 different levels. First off is the loading and title screen with the rendition of the music you heard previously. And it's actually quite a good rendition of it actually. Okay, so this is from Mirrorsoft, 1986, designed and programmed by Dalali. As far as I know about them, Dalali, they also did the excellent Boulder Dash conversion. And they also did Little Computer People, which is quite an interesting little game for Activision, and Yogi Bear for Piranha in 1987. I think that's the last they did though for the Amstrad, unless they changed their name or folded into another company. So anyway, right, this first section, the time warp section, 3 levels. First level, you control in a biplane or Sopwith Camel. And basically you've got to fly left to right, avoiding the gunfire. We're starting it up here, shooting the German planes out the air. Hold the fire button down to drop bombs, and we're just bombing some ammo dumps there to get some more bombs. Now you can bomb these gun emplacements if you want to. Best just trying to avoid their gunfire. And it's quicker to move from right to left to avoid their shots. Now all you need to do is just get to a certain point in this level, and then you will basically jump to another level in the game. Second level sees you sort of scrolling left to right through the enemy trenches, and the third level sees you jumping between rooftops in modern day Britain. Now this is called the time warp section. Essentially you're jumping through different time zones. This and the trenches level, sort of roughly around the same time period. And as I explained earlier, the plot of the movie is this strange time warp thing known as time twins. Biggles and Jim the American are supposedly time twins. Whenever they're in trouble, they zap through time to help each other out. Very strange. But on this level here, basically got to reach the end and take a photograph of the secret German weapon they're making. Oh, okay. And this section, you'll get automatically transported to. This is the rooftops of 1980s London. And actually, this is actually quite a cool little game. You've got to avoid the SAS or police SWAT team members and jump from rooftop to rooftop. Eventually, you'll reach a helicopter, which you'll find you'll use in the next section we'll load up a bit later on. And basically got to get both Jim and Biggles across the rooftops. Fire and down selects between the two characters. Now, by the time of this third rooftop, I think the the SWAT team member starts shooting at you. And it's really tricky to time your jump between the shots. And those are SWAT team members patrolling the rooftops. They just go in a set pattern. They don't home in on you or anything like that, which is a bit strange. It's like you're invisible to them. So I'm not sure that gameplay mechanic works very well, but this is still an enjoyable romp. Again, you've got to clear a certain number of rooftops here, then you get zapped through time to the trenches in I think it's 1917 Germany. And thus you get zapped through each of these levels at various points. This controls reasonably well. And you've got to be running to jump across those rooftops. And you've got to time it just right on the edge to jump. Otherwise you don't want to fall down between the gaps. No music during the game, fortunately, but the sound effects are alright. The music plays continuously throughout the second section, the secret weapon, which we'll come to later. Okay, right, there we go, when we get zapped back to 1917 in the German trenches. And on this section again, just got to make it from left to right, and eventually reach the basically the weapons test site location. That first section we saw the biplane. You need to reach the end of the photo to take a photograph of the secret weapon the Germans are making. And this secret weapon is a rather strange thing. It's a sound weapon which basically targets an area and completely obliterates it with, I don't know, high-pitched frequency sounds, killing everything in its path. Not very believable, really. Or that the Germans might have had that technology in the 1917. But hey, that's the movie for you. As I've already explained, the plot's rather bizarre and strange. Oh yeah, use your grenades to destroy those bunkers. So make sure you have 1 or 2 grenades saved up. Ooh, lots to collect there. And we can just jump down there and avoid those Nazis above. Obviously you can shoot and kill the Nazis, but after a few seconds another one will appear on the screen to replace the one you've killed. So sometimes sneaking past them is the best course of action. So this screen, the last screen, was rather easy to get through. Nice. And we can just leave those Nazis there. There's usually only 3, maybe 4 per screen at most. Okay, we now got 4 as we moved on. We can see if we can try and wait here and try and get a few of them with a grenade. Yay, nice one. Of course they just reappear though very quickly, which is a bit annoying. Sometimes they appear right on the edge of the screen just as you're about to leave it and you get shot, which is a bit annoying. But again, this game works rather well, as do the other levels actually. They're quite well programmed. Well, for 1986 they are anyway. close one. Again, the German soldiers, they're not too smart. They kind of move in a sort of a set pattern and don't really home in on you, almost like you're invisible. But hey, that's game for 1986 for you. Alright, okay. And then we're zapped back to the rooftops. Now, there's a strange little bug in this game. On the second run through the rooftops, you can never reach the end, basically. It just loops through endlessly after several rooftops and doesn't automatically warp back to, I don't know, the biplane section or the bunker section. So at some point here, you're just going to have to kill yourself so you can get warped back. Bit of a strange gameplay flaw. Unfortunately, this game is riddled with a few annoying bugs, and it feels rather unfinished at times. I think that really this is the only sort of bug on this sort of first section. There's plenty to mention on the next one and final section, which is the secret game. The secret weapon game, which we have to load up separately. And basically, once you complete all 3 levels in this section, you get a code to enter on the second section. But we'll come to that later on. And if you get killed on any of these levels, you see the plane icon there, that yellow thing in the middle, and the helicopter icon, they slowly disintegrate. And the more times you die, when one's completely gone, it's game over. And it presents like a pretty decent challenge. I've played this a lot over the years, so I can pretty much get through this without dying. Though I can't say the same for the next section. Again, we'll come on to that later. Now, I'm not sure how many more rooftops I've got to go through here before I have to kill myself because of that stupid bug and go back to the other levels. But maybe 1 or 2 more rooftops will do. So yeah, the graphics are nice and colourful. Obviously they're pretty simplistic and blocky, but you know, this is what you kind of expected from games made in 1986. The Amstrad version was the last of the 8-bits to be converted. Commodore 64 version was first, and is probably the best version of the game. For example, the trencher sections, they actually scroll properly from left to right and not flick screen. And slightly better rendition of the music as well from that wonderful SID chip. Spectrum version, probably the least out the bunch due to obviously the graphics. The Amstrad version looks a lot better, a lot more colourful and better music. But the Spectrum version plays very slightly faster. But this is a good conversion, it holds up well. I don't think it appeared on any other computers though, like the BBC or MSX or anything like that, sadly. I think we've probably cleared enough rooftops here. I'll just keep going till I die. In terms of timing your jumps when they're shooting at you, I usually, depending on location of the guy shooting at you, wait for the gunshot and then jump just like a split second afterwards. And usually are able to jump between the shots. Sorry guys, it's probably getting a bit boring watching this now. But I think we'll move on shortly. And then the other sections will be pretty quickly completed. Yeah, the controls are pretty nice and responsive. Occasionally there's a bit of slowdown on the screen, but not much. The animation's not brilliant, but it's better than most games of this year. Oh yeah, and keep as low as possible and they won't be able to shoot you. Apart from when you jump in. So yeah, the second section coming up is basically an entire game in its own right. It's basically like a helicopter shoot-'em-up simulator. Oh right, there we go, got a shot. And we go, we get zapped back to the biplane section. If you notice though, the helicopter icon on the far right didn't disintegrate as if we'd lost a life or whatever. So thankfully it didn't penalise us. I mean, we got far enough. I probably didn't need to do as many rooftops as I did there. I did test this out the other day and did like 40 rooftops in a row and the game still continued looping around until I killed myself. Oh, there it is. There's the weapon. All you need to do is fly over it. You don't need to drop a bomb on it like I did. Just reach the end. Our whole section was the point of that was to take a photograph, which you don't really see happen. And because we've progressed quite far, I think we've only got one screen to clear before we reach the sound weapon test site, which is the point of this level. Or maybe a couple of screens. Beginning to slow down a little there, but it's bearable. But yeah, this quite enjoyed doing this long play. It's been a bit of a labour of love, which I'll come on to, mostly because of the second section in this game. But I did really enjoy doing this, and I did love this game a lot as a kid. Mostly because I really love the movie. Oh, there's the end of it. And I'm just glad I've got another long play done. I think it's probably my first long play of 2012. Apologies for the delay in the frequency of the long play. Has been extremely busy over the last few weeks, especially over Christmas and just after, with work and life stuff. Anyway, and we've nearly completed this first section now. I think maybe there's one or two rooftops before we reach the helicopter here, and then we can move on to the second section, which caused me no end of grief. And I tell you now guys, I'll be honest with you, on the second section I've used cheats to do it, and I'll explain why in a second, because we're just about to finish this section, get the guys in the helicopter, and then we're off to World War I, zapped through time in the helicopter, believe it or not, and then we go off in the helicopter to finally destroy the German sound weapon. And there we go. Congratulations message, and the code to use is DOVE, D-O-V-E. And here's the music again, but I don't think we need to hear all of it again. So we'll skip on. and load up the second level.
Wait a minute, you're not seriously gonna try to fly this thing, are you? You don't know how!
If you can fly a Sopwith camel, you can fly anything.
Here we go!
Sorry about that. Just a choice quote from the movie. Some actually quite a few quotable lines in the film. I think after taking to the skies in the helicopter, I think Biggles says, what is it he says? Let's show these sausage guzzlers how it's done, or something, to the Germans. Anyway, I'll shut up. Right, here we go. Second section, the secret weapon, and we're in a helicopter. And we're taking lots of damage already. And basically, guys, as I said about a minute or two ago, I've used cheats in this game because it's ridiculously hard and full of bugs. And we see we're taking loads of damage already. And then, okay, we're switching to a map view there of the whole area exploring. The current area, the red dots there indicate sort of enemy soldiers or gun emplacements. The blue dots right at the top right of the screen there is likely to either be a fuel pickup or an ammo pickup. Okay, and basically to start off with, we need to go to the bottom left corner of the map, which is the white square that was flashing when we switch map views. Okay, we've got a couple of green dots here. Green dots usually indicate a friendly colleague, whether it be one of Biggles' mates, as Ginger, Bertie, Algie and Smithy, or it could be an enemy spy that's defected, and that he likes to reveal sort of areas of the map which ahead of you which could be potentially dangerous. And here we go, we're going to land and pick up this character. So get yourself level and reduce your attitude slowly. And we've got Bertie. Excellent. Nice little jingle of music there, same as in the movie. Now Bertie, we need Bertie if you want to fire the machine gun that comes on the helicopter. Well actually, sorry, we've got to go and pick up the machine gun first. And you will find the machine gun in this section of the map. Now if you look at the map section, you'll see a couple of numbers at the bottom of the window there, and that's 1-1. So yeah, there's coordinates of the map we're on at the moment. So if you want to find Bertie in the machine gun, see I just quickly changed map location. Oh, actually that automatically updated, because when you pick up one of your friends, basically he's already captured the area you're on, so when you pick him up, basically it leaves the area wide open for the enemy to appear. So suddenly we've got all those red dots and people shooting at us, so that's the problem of picking up people. Okay, we're going towards that blue dot there, and where you can see just where the gun sights are is a little crate. We're going to line ourselves up there and slowly descend. There it is. It's quite nice how they appear in your viewfinder actually, and through your screen. Now hopefully this should be the machine gun. Yes, it's got the machine gun. We now just need some ammunition, which hopefully should be the other blue dot on this map. Now, problems with this game and why I've used cheats. Firstly, your fuel decreases at such a rate, so rapidly, that you basically don't get anywhere, and it's quite a struggle finding fuel. Now it's going to be one of those blue dots. It'll either be fuel or machine gun, or ammo for your machine gun. But it takes so long to get there, then carefully line yourself up, then land. By the time you've done that for a couple of pickups, your fuel's nearly empty. And I just found it absolutely impossible to get anywhere. and it's such a shame because your fuel decreases so rapidly that you just don't get to experience what essentially could have been a good flight and shoot 'em up simulator. But it's far too awkward landing and stuff. I'm pretty good at it now, but it took a heck of a lot of practice. And I think without the oh yeah, I got the guns there. Sorry, I picked up ammo. Just press fire button, shot some ammo. But yeah, without this unlimited fuel, I don't think I would ever have completed this game, because the other major bug in this game is well, when you complete one of the tasks you need to do in this, the next task and location to go to should be a white flashing square, as it tells you in the instruction manual, but it doesn't appear, so you have no idea where to go. The only time the white flashing square appears is at the start of the game, which will be in the bottom left corner of the map when we switch map views. And then it never appears again. So without unlimited fuel, and I've gotten basically invulnerability as well sorted, I will never have found the locations to get to without dying first. It was far too frustrating. It was taking me far too long to do, guys. I don't know anyone else has actually completed this section before. But big thank you to a couple of guys on the CPC wiki forum. Mr. Tasteful Ship, who had a look for the cheats for me and got quite far into finding it. And then Johnny Olsen on the forums eventually came through as always with the required pokes to give me unlimited fuel and invulnerability, and works a treat. I'll put the pokes in the description for you guys if you ever want to try it out. But thank you guys, thank you very much for doing that, and all the hard work in finding it. So here we go. Right, so what we're doing here now is we're going to that green dot, which is another one of our colleagues. Now the first part of this section, oops, I think we're flying past it, is we need to pick up a character called Marie, who essentially is like Biggles' love interest. She's a German double agent working for us, and I believe she's a nun as well, a bit strange. And we need to pick her up, and she should be around here somewhere. But it's so awkward manoeuvring this bloody helicopter. And then we need to take her to the convent, or church I think it is, or chapel, cathedral, whatever. Church, let's say church. Oh, there she is, waving her arm at me. Now, there she is, Marie. Now, once we pick her up, the next location on the map should be flashing. Oh, I can't remember if I switched to a map view here or not. Okay, take my word for it, it's not flashing. And so we have no idea where to go. And the plane area is quite massive actually. Trying to explore just a tenth of it, you would have been shot down by then. But with unlimited fuel and invulnerability, I've been able to explore the map and find the locations. I mean, technically I could actually just fly straight to the sound weapon we need to destroy and blow it up without doing any of these other tasks. But I've just done the first one here for you guys, just to give you an example. So we've picked up Marie, we're going to take her to the church. After we take her to the church and drop her off, someone's supposed to reveal the location of the test site for the sound weapon, which we saw in the previous game, and we're supposed to land there, and then we get the location for the actual sound weapon to attack. But again, when we drop off Marie at the church, nothing appears on the map as to where we need to go next. Perhaps I'm missing something, I really don't know. Perhaps it's another character I need to pick up. I picked up some of the spies, thinking, because they reveal sort of the locations around you and what to expect. But no joy. I've tried with the other characters in the game. The rest of Biggles' friends like Algie. I forgot the name of the other guy. But no joy. So a real shame that. I think it's probably a big bug in the game. There you go, there, just changed the map view and nothing's come up, only locations we've already visited. So yeah, basically the church is going to be around up from here about maybe 2 or 3 or 4 more screens, and it'll be in a sort of a block of maybe about 3 by 3. Each time you load up the game, the locations of the church, the secret weapon and all that does change annoyingly, but it'd be roughly around the same area. So I think we'll come to the church very shortly. Oh, some biplanes to shoot. Yay, and we've blown up one. Although the colours have got all messed up now on the screen. It's a bit of a shame. Let's see if we get another plane there. Nice. Oh, the colours have changed back. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately this game is full of bugs. Well, this section of the game. A real shame. It's not actually a bad flight simulator and shoot 'em up for its age. Manoeuvring the helicopter is a pain in the arse. If you look at the crosshairs and gun sight in the middle there, there's a little sort of black line that shows you the direction you're currently heading in. And yeah, you're basically pushing nose down to increase your speed, which raises the height of the horizon there. Pulling back above the horizon will make you go in reverse. Pretty simple stuff. Ah, here we go. There's the church. That was that. It's that little red cross there, and you need to land at the sort of chunkier blue section to the left of it. Hey, you got another plane shot down there. Nice. Your ammo is that red bar just above the map. As you can see, we've got like sort of 4 squares out of 8, and that's your ammo level. And when you land, because we picked up some ammo, which is that inventory to the right, those 4 squares to the right. When you land, you should, if you're running low on fuel or ammunition, will basically replenish it automatically. Now that symbol in the left corner of the inventory to the right, just that sort of yellowy type thing, that's a speaker which comes on the helicopter, because this is a police helicopter with a speaker to, you know, shout at criminals or something like that. And basically we're going to use that to destroy the sound weapon. The sound weapon is obviously emitting sound. So Biggles and Jim use a helicopter and its speaker to feed back the sound into the sound weapon, thus destroying it. Rather strange plot. Anyway, okay, so what we're going to do here, reach the church, we're going to select Marie, drop her off. And there's another character to pick up here called Smithy. Now I believe Smithy will repair your helicopter if you've got damage, if you land in a either a neutral area or an area captured by us. And really, the sort of thing I forgot to mention here is obviously you can pick up your friends like Bertie and Algie and stuff, and if you destroy all the enemy placements within a level, you can land and drop them off and they will capture that level for you, or that section of the map. So you can slowly progress by that, like that, by landing, dropping off one of your comrades, destroying a few gun emplacements, and you sort of rescue that area, and that becomes either no man's land or allied territory. So really you can make sort of slow progress like that, but it'd be very tedious doing that. So what I'm going to do, guys, now is I'm just going to go straight to the sound weapon location. which is always roughly around the same sort of area of the map, which you'll see shortly. Oh yeah, of course, you've got the music rendition always in the background there, which is quite nice. Strangely though, when we complete the game, it restarts over and suddenly we've only got sound effects only, no music. Not sure why that happens, but anyway, there we go on the map. What I'm going to do here, guys, we've got about sort of 3 or 4 minutes of boring flying across the map, so I'm going to speed things up here just to zip through. I'm going to make a little edit cut here and just do this at like a triple or quadruple speed, because it's probably getting a bit boring watching now. Whee! Okay, we're nearly there. And I think that will do. I think we're at the screen before the sound weapon. For some reason the music starts screwing up here a little bit, don't know why. Right, okay, gonna get myself lined up here, and we should be in line with the sound weapon on the next screen. And you want to get your altitude quite low as well. You need to be below, I think, 100 altitude. There it is. There's a symbol for the sound weapon. You immediately start taking damage. And there it is. Oops, I think I've just got my direction wrong and flown past it. Some altitude. Well, actually no, it's about 154 altitude, so just get fairly low. Get lined up, get the feedback going, and voila. Take that, you sausage guzzlers. Hey! And there you go, that's the sound weapon destroyed. And that is Biggles completed. This section utterly impossible without cheats. Well, might well be possible. I don't know. Anyway, jolly good show. You've destroyed the secret weapon. Let Jim go back to selling TV dinners. Okay, well, at least we had a little bit of an ending there. Of the sound weapon going crazy and exploding. It was kind of nicely done. A little congratulations message. The game just loops over again, but with sound effects and no music. Strange. Possible another bug, but there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Chocks away, and I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Cheers.